there, y'all. Ty here. Today's Tuesday, so you know what that means. That means today's another episode of Let's Talk Tuesdays. My special guest of the week this week is going to be my iced coffee from Starbucks. Before we get this video started, last week actually marked the 2-year anniversary. That's for the 2-year anniversary of Let's Talk Tuesdays, and I am just so excited. I know that I missed a few or several videos here and there, but I'm just so happy that I'm still making these and you guys are still watching them, and I cannot believe it's been 2 years already. Saying that, if you're watching this and you aren't subscribed to me, you know, subscribe. You should go ahead and push that button down below. Speaking of last week was also Valentine's Day. It was mine and Chris's first Valentine's Day together, and let's just say it was a mess. But to say that it was a hot mess actually was an understatement. And it wasn't just over one day, it was over almost the entire week, and let me just say, even thinking about it right now is making me mad. It's kind of like a little story time today. Let's just jump right into it. So the day before Valentine's, February 13th, Chris ended up actually coming over so that way we could film a video. So I was gonna do a Let's Talk Tuesday Valentine's Day edition. We shot the whole video and honestly it came out really cute, but when I went to go export it onto my laptop and edit it, all the files were corrupted. It would not let me get it off of my memory card. It just corrupted all of the files, and by the time this is all happening, it's like 1 a.m. and I am pissed. I am just so upset. And the thing was, this wasn't the first time this memory card had done it. Now that's gonna be a whole nother video that I think I'm going to make, but this memory card sucked. The next day was actually Valentine's Day, so I woke up and I was still in a really funky mood. I walked to work in the rain because I just wasn't having it. I was like, you know what, at least it's Valentine's Day, one of my favorite holidays because I love love. I'm a hopeless romantic, and I love Valentine's Day. I think it's super cute. That was the first issue. The second issue actually happened on Valentine's Day. Now, Chris and I knew that we weren't going to see each other because I work during the day and he works overnight. So we knew that we both worked that day and we weren't going to see each other. There was a small glimmer of hope that he might actually be put on call and have that night off, but he had to go into work and our plans were ruined that night. That was 1.5, I guess. But that day, around 1 p.m., I just got back from my lunch break. I was at work and I get a phone call from the florist that I had ordered 2 weeks previous, a huge bouquet of these really beautiful roses and stuff to be delivered to Chris's door since I wasn't gonna see him. Now, I want to reiterate the fact that I ordered this bouquet 2 weeks in advance. I work retail, I know how busy holidays can be, and I know that Valentine's Day for these flower places are going to be swamped. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna order it 2 weeks in advance. I'm gonna splurge a little. I spent about $100 on this bouquet, and I get a phone call around 1 a.m. saying,
"Oh, I'm sorry, but we lost your order and there's just nothing we can do about it."
I was sitting there in shock, what are you talking about? You can't do anything about it. I literally was like, okay, look, I ordered these 2 weeks in advance. I paid expedited shipping for Valentine's Day, which was an extra fee. I paid expedited shipping to be delivered before noon, which is an extra fee. And then I bought the bouquet. What are you talking about? I just spent $100 on these flowers and you lost them? So I was literally on the phone with them for a good 30 minutes just going back and forth because it's what are you gonna do for me? Why are you telling me there's nothing you can do? At the end of the conversation, they were like, you know what? Well, maybe we can have them delivered within the next few days. And by that time, I was just like, you know what? Whatever, I will take what I can get. Just please deliver these flowers. So I got off the phone and my day just turned even shittier. I started the day mad about the video. Now my bouquet wasn't coming in and I was just pissed. I couldn't even talk to Chris that day. I was just so stressed and so mad. And I was like, wow, this day can't even get any worse. I should have known then that I was going to be proven wrong. So after all that, I get off work late that day, so I'm already exhausted, I'm pissed, I'm just over the day. And I was like, you know what? Since I'm spending this day alone, I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to order myself a heart-shaped pepperoni pizza. So I ordered from Papa John's because they had a deal that if you got the heart-shaped pepperoni pizza, they sent you this brownie cake or whatever, and it was 15-20 bucks. I was like, you know what? I'll splurge a little on myself. I place the order. I wait about an hour, which, granted, it's Valentine's Day. Everyone's ordering these pizzas. I get a knock on the door. It's the delivery guy. So I sign the paper. He literally ran off down my stairs. I'm like, whatever. And I noticed there's only one box, right? So I make my way into my apartment, into my bedroom, and I open it up. Into my horror and disbelief, I opened the box and it was a round cheese pizza. Not a heart-shaped pepperoni pizza, a round cheese pizza. And I'm sitting there oh my God, are you kidding me? And there's not even any brownies. You know what? If they would have just delivered a heart-shaped pepperoni and no brownies, I would have been okay. But no, none of this order was right. I almost was in tears by how angry I was. And I was just so frustrated because I was thinking how is this happening to me? So I call Papa John's up and I was like, hey, I ordered so-and-so and so-and-so and you didn't deliver redeliver. This is what I got. Is there any way that I can have it redelivered? Is there any way that I could just reorder it? Something? Can you just help me out? And the person on the phone was like,
oh no, like I'm so sorry that this happened to you, but there's nothing we can do.
and I was like, what do you mean there's nothing you do?
Oh, well, we're really backed up on orders and it's busy and da-da-da-da-da, and there's just nothing we can do. I'm sorry.
And then they hung up. And I was just sitting there like, great, what am I supposed to do now? Needless to say, I was pissed. I ate the pizza because I just spent 15-20 bucks on this small ass cheese pizza, but I ate it nonetheless. I just tried to relax the rest of the day, and I was just like, whatever, I'm going to bed. And the next day, I got a confirmation saying, oh, your flour delivery will be delivered today. And I was like, oh my God, thank the Lord. You know what? Since I paid for that expedited shipping before noon, he's gonna get them. Noon rolls around, still nothing on the tracker, and I'm sitting there like, why did I just pay this extra fee? So 1 o'clock rolls around, 2 o'clock rolls around, 3 o'clock rolls around, nothing. Finally, I get an email saying, your order was delivered, and it was like 4 o'clock, and I'm sitting there like, it's way past noon. I was just like, whatever, they got delivered, it's fine, like, whew. Chris wakes up around 5 or 6, finally texts me, oh my God, babe, the flowers are beautiful, like, thank you so much, I love you. So I text him, I was like, well, I'm so happy you like them or whatever, do you mind sending me a picture of them so I can see how they turned out? He was like, oh, I just left for work, but when I get off tomorrow, I'll send you a picture and I'll let you know. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Tomorrow rolls around, he gets home, he sends me a picture, and I'm sitting there looking at the picture, and I was at work, right? I just got to work, and I literally just stood there and I was like, oh my God. And I'm sitting there like, are you kidding me? And I just start going off in the text message to him. He's like, oh my God, what's going on? Like, what's wrong? I was almost in tears again. I'm going to insert a picture of what the bouquet was supposed to look like. And now I'm going to insert a picture of what was actually delivered. So see why I'm mad? See why I was pissed off? Because I paid $100, it didn't get delivered on Valentine's Day, it didn't get delivered before noon, and that is all that they sent him. Oh my goodness gracious, I was pissed. So I ended up emailing the people that I ordered through, and they only reimbursed me for like 25% of the order, which is fine because I used that $25 to go to Target and buy 2 dozen roses, make my own bouquet, and give it to him. That all happened within the span of like 2-3 days, and I was over Valentine's Day by this point. And so Friday rolls around, and Chris and I finally get to celebrate together. We ended up getting each other like gifts and stuff like that in exchange. He surprised me with a trip to Hawaii, and I am so excited. Like, it blew me away, honestly. He made it Lilo and Stitch themed because that's my favorite Disney movie. It was a good end to the stressful like Valentine's Day. I know the video says worst Valentine's Day ever, but honestly, and Chris, if you're watching this, it was probably the best Valentine's Day I've ever had. Thank you so much. I love you, love you, love you, and I can't wait to spend more Valentine's Day with you. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys got a few good laughs out of it, because now that I think back on it, you know, it makes for a good story. It's pretty funny, but at the time, man, I was pissed. But that's gonna be it for this video. If you guys like this video, go ahead and give me a big old thumbs up. Tell me in the comments below what you guys did for Valentine's Day. If you'd like to follow me on any of my social medias, as always, the links will be in the description below. And until next time, stay rad. Bye!